What kind of relationship dynamic would lead one actor to dispatch members of his own agency team to essentially shadow and monitor another actress on her filming location under the pretense of providing companionship and support? And should Zhao Lusi's friends and professional team be worried that what's being presented as thoughtful care is actually a form of surveillance and control that crosses serious boundaries? The entertainment industry was rocked yesterday when leaked information revealed that Lu Yuning has instructed several staff members from his agency to accompany Zhao Lusi to her current filming location where she is shooting a reality show project with close friends, ostensibly to provide support and ensure her comfort during the production, but raising immediate red flags among relationship experts and those concerned about healthy boundaries who see troubling signs of possessive behavior and unwillingness to allow Zhao Lusi to work independently without his influence and observation being present, even when he cannot physically be there himself. The controversial decision to send his team to monitor someone else's professional engagement, someone who has her own management and support infrastructure, has sparked intense debate about whether this represents romantic devotion taken to an extreme or whether it constitutes the kind of controlling behavior that often precedes more serious relationship problems where one partner gradually erodes the other's independence and autonomy under the guise of care and concern. Why would Lu Yuning feel the need to have his people present during Zhao Lusi's reality show filming when she is working with close friends in a presumably safe and professional environment? And what does his apparent inability to trust her to handle her own work commitments without his oversight reveal about his view of their relationship, and his comfort level with her having experiences and relationships that don't directly involve him? According to sources familiar with the situation, Lu Yuning's decision to send his agency staff to Zhao Lusi's filming location was made unilaterally without her requesting such support and possibly without her full knowledge or consent until his team members simply showed up on set claiming they had been sent to assist and accompany her. The fact that these staff members answer to Lu Yuning rather than to Zhao Lusi or her own management team creates a dynamic where their primary loyalty and reporting responsibility is to him rather than to her, effectively positioning them as his eyes and ears at her workplace regardless of whatever helpful functions they might also serve. The discomfort that Zhao Lusi's own team and her co-stars in the reality show have reportedly expressed about the presence of Lu Yuning's agency representatives suggests that others close to the situation recognize something inappropriate or concerning about this arrangement, even if they feel unable to directly challenge or refuse it. But here is the detail that has psychologists and relationship counselors absolutely alarmed and urging Zhao Lusi's family and friends to have serious conversations with her about whether this relationship is healthy. Lu Yuning's instructions to his agency staff reportedly include requirements that they provide him with regular updates about Zhao Lusi's activities, interactions with her co-stars, emotional state, and general behavior during filming, essentially creating a surveillance network that allows him to monitor her constantly even when he is not physically present, and even during work commitments that should be entirely her own domain without his involvement or oversight. The fact that Lu Yuning apparently feels entitled to detailed information about Zhao Lusi's professional activities, personal interactions, and emotional states during a work project that has nothing to do with him represents such a fundamental violation of boundaries and autonomy that mental health professionals universally characterize it as controlling behavior that should be taken seriously as a warning sign regardless of whatever romantic or protective motivations Lu Yuning might claim are driving his actions. The possibility that Zhao Lusi might not even be fully aware of the extent to which she is being monitored and reported on by people who present themselves as helpful support staff, but who are actually functioning as Lu Yuning's intelligence network makes the situation even more troubling and raises urgent questions about whether she has the full information and support she would need to recognize and address what many observers view as an unhealthy and potentially dangerous relationship dynamic. The reality show project that Zhao Lusi is currently filming is a relatively light-hearted lifestyle and friendship-focused program, featuring her and several of her close friends spending time together in a scenic location, participating in various activities, sharing meals, and engaging in the kind of relaxed social interaction that allows viewers to see more personal and authentic sides of celebrity participants. The format is popular in Chinese entertainment and typically involves minimal scripting and relatively casual production atmosphere, compared to the more intense and controlled environments of dramatic film and television productions. The presence of Zhao Lusi's genuine friends rather than strangers or professional actors as her co-participants was apparently one of the appeals of the project, offering her opportunity to spend quality time with people she cares about while also creating content for her career. Lu Yuning's decision to insert his agency staff into this relatively intimate and friendship-focused production environment has been described by sources close to the show as disruptive and unwelcome, creating tension and awkwardness that affects the natural dynamics the show is meant to capture. The staff members he sent, while presumably professional and polite in their behavior, represent external presence and observation that changes how Zhao Lusi and her friends interact, and what they feel comfortable saying or doing while being filmed. The knowledge that these staff members will be reporting back to Lu Yuning about everything they observe creates additional layer of self-consciousness and potential censorship that fundamentally alters the authentic friendship interactions that are supposed to be the show's primary content and appeal. The specific instructions that Lu Yuning allegedly provided to his agency staff regarding their role and responsibilities during Zhao Lusi's filming have been partially leaked or reported by sources with knowledge of the situation, and these instructions reveal a level of detailed concern and desire for information that goes far beyond simple logistical support or general welfare checking. According to these reports, Lu Yuning's staff were instructed to observe and report on who Zhao Lusi spends time with and the nature of those interactions, to monitor her emotional state and any signs of stress or unhappiness, to be alert for any male cast or crew members who pay particular attention to her or with whom she seems particularly friendly, to note what she eats and whether she is getting adequate rest and sleep, and to generally provide comprehensive information about her daily activities and experiences during the production. While some of these concerns might be framed as caring attention to her well-being, the cumulative effect of such detailed monitoring and reporting represents surveillance that most relationship experts consider inappropriate and controlling regardless of the stated motivations. Zhao Lusi's initial reaction to discovering that Lu Yuning had sent his agency staff to her filming location has been reported in contradictory ways by different sources, reflecting either genuine uncertainty about her actual response or deliberate misinformation designed to obscure the reality of the situation. Some accounts describe her as being surprised but ultimately accepting or even appreciative of what she interpreted as Lu Yuning's concern for her comfort and well-being during a demanding production schedule in an unfamiliar location. These versions of events portray Zhao Lusi as viewing the presence of Lu Yuning's staff as thoughtful gesture demonstrating his care and his desire to ensure she has adequate support during her work. Alternative accounts paint a very different picture, describing Zhao Lusi as confused and uncomfortable when Lu Yuning's staff appeared without her having requested their presence, and suggesting that she has gradually become more concerned and possibly resentful, as she realized the extent to which their role involves monitoring and reporting on her, rather than simply providing neutral support. The reaction of Zhao Lusi's friends who are participating in the reality show with her has been reportedly more uniformly negative and concerned, with several of them apparently recognizing the arrangement as problematic and inappropriate even if Zhao Lusi herself has not fully processed or acknowledged the concerning aspects. Friends who know both Zhao Lusi and Lu Yuning have allegedly attempted to gently raise questions about whether the constant monitoring and presence of his staff is really necessary or healthy, but these conversations are apparently difficult and delicate given the intensity of Zhao Lusi's feelings for Lu Yuning and her potential defensiveness about criticism of someone she loves and who she believes loves her. The position these friends find themselves in, wanting to protect Zhao Lusi from what they view as controlling behavior, while also not wanting to damage their friendship with her by too aggressively challenging a relationship she is deeply invested in, represents a common and agonizing dilemma faced by people who care about someone in a potentially problematic relationship. The production company and crew working on Zhao Lusi's reality show have found themselves in an awkward position regarding the presence of Lu Yuning's agency staff, unsure whether they have authority to refuse or remove these outside individuals from the set, or whether doing so would create conflict with Zhao Lusi or Lu Yuning that could jeopardize the production or their professional relationships. The decision to essentially allow the situation to continue while monitoring for any actual interference with filming or any clear violations of production rules represents an uncomfortable compromise that prioritizes avoiding confrontation over addressing what many recognize as a problematic situation. Some crew members have apparently expressed their concerns through appropriate channels, but the power dynamics involved when dealing with major celebrities and their representatives create reluctance to take aggressive action without clear cause or support from Zhao Lusi herself. The broader pattern of Lu Yuning's behavior toward Zhao Lusi, when examined in context of this latest incident, has prompted growing concern among observers who have been tracking their relationship over time. The progression from his protective response during the airport mob incident to his ultimatums about access to her company to his threats regarding her brand partnerships to now deploying surveillance disguised as support represents an escalating pattern of seeking control and oversight over Zhao Lusi's activities, decisions, and relationships. Relationship experts note that such escalation is characteristic of controlling dynamics that often worsen over time, with each boundary crossing or control mechanism being normalized before the next level of intrusion is introduced. The fact that each of Lu Yuning's controlling behaviors can be individually rationalized as motivated by care or protection makes the overall pattern more difficult to recognize and challenge,